Hello, hello, hello. We are back in the Jaarsveld with our team Mayoko, Edinburgh, Leon, Scharnhorst, 43, Brandenburg, and a Turbines. All good ships, honestly. All very good ships. I'll be honest, this was probably my most successful Jaarsveld match I've had. I'd still stand by my previous assessment of this ship, in that I really do enjoy this ship. I really do enjoy this ship. I think it's a hauler and a hoot. I think it's a good ship.
Attention Task Force Commander. Escort the support ship and fully workshop to the carrier. Attention engineer. Restore the carrier to operational condition. Attention Arsenal aviator. Deliver ammunition and resupply the weapons aircraft. Over.
Of course, it does make it easier when, one, it's just normal operations, and two, it's not flagships. I mean, that makes it a lot easier. I mean, a lot easier, by far. Especially when it's like ye old Raptor rescue with mostly tier 8s. It's a good day to be a Jaarsveld. I still absolutely stand by the fact that this thing is as squishy as hell. I do still enjoy the airstrikes. Again, the airstrikes have a penetration power of 34 millimeters, which pins about most battleships you will face at this tier, being tier 8, sorry. So Fusos, it'll pin Fusos, it'll pin basically any battleship. Because North Co, I believe, has 32 millimeters, so it will pin North Co's also. And we get a pretty good hit on that Fuso. Not a huge amount. I mean, I was really hoping to get another fire and maybe some more airstrikes on it, but we weren't that lucky. I mean, I just had a Jaarsveld game today before I recorded this match, and I did manage to get the airstrike consumable activated again. Sadly, though, the Fuso on Killer Whale nuked me out of existence. Yeah, my team wasn't that good. I think that was a 3-star, and I was very disappointed. It does still very much surprise me when you get into one of the oldest ops being Killer Whale, and the team still doesn't know it, and that is very, very frustrating still. And you know, I put a lot of Killer Whale commentaries on my channel. There's a ton of them from Real Katsuki, myself. I mean, there's a ton of them. A huge amount of some of my replays, ship reviews are actually Killer Whale, especially the CV ones, because of Saipan being really well on Killer Whale. I mean, Saipan's a beast on Killer Whale, but it's just a well-rounded op in general. Killer Whale is. It's also one of the easiest, and I think what truly frustrates me is really the fact that people forget about the 2 battleships. They forget about the Nuremberg that spawns up north. And it really just irritates me. I mean, it truly does. It irritates me. It is like very frustrating. It will drive straight into that. That was about, 20,000 right there? And we knock off our first 50,000 airstrike damage, and shell increase. So that's always nice to get the first 50,000. The trick is getting the other 100,000, get the last 2 bucks. Now we are at about halfway to the bomb hits. We have to get 50 bomb hits, and then our skill goes off. I will be completely honest. When I go against a CV, and I will put a timestamp on that, I messed up. I mean, I was messing up some of my strikes. I should have had it sooner, and I messed up. Even I acknowledge that. And even when I was playing, I was like realizing, yeah, I'm messing up my strikes. I should have been hitting my strikes, and I don't even hit my strikes.
This is Raptor.
But overall impressions of the Jaarsveld, I really do like this ship. I think it's a great ship. I'm close to getting the Tier 9, so the Tier 9 will be coming to the channel soon. Probably I hope to get the ship by the end of this week, which is the 4th of, sorry, the 9th of April. Sorry, my brain is just a little slow today. Okay, we're detected, so that means Fubuki and Hatsuharu have showed up.
Enemy destroyer detected. Engine boost deactivated. Enemy aircraft carrier detected. Destroyer. It's crucial for the squad. Attention squad.
It was definitely a hastily struck. And I don't think the first one's gonna hit. I think the second one will hit though. Yeah, the second one should hit. Yeah, we get 5 bomb hits on it. I was slightly worried here. When I was like, okay, I'm a little bit close, and then I saw him turning. I was like, oh boy. When I saw the torque launch, I was like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was very worried. I was actually very worried.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer. We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
I do love it when I get the kill right before the enemy shells try to steal it. I've had a couple matches today. I have been today actually in my Jaarsveld. I was doing pretty well, and people would just kind of come in and steal the kill. And I'd be like, you gotta be joking me. You gotta be joking me. Those are actually on target, but I under-aimed them. So I'm very frustrated. Especially since when I look at it, those are right on target either. I just did not aim well enough. There goes our second airstrike and main damage buff. I am very lucky though that the team was nice enough to let me have this kill. I was very lucky. Like I said, I really screwed up on a lot of my airdrops here. I really screwed up. I just assumed that CV would be going faster, and so I really screwed up. I think it was about on this one that I was like, okay, I'm starting to understand how fast it's moving. I was kind of worried about that torque though. And then it's when I finally started like realizing exactly how much I had to lead. And then I'm kind of like, okay.
Sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
Because I should have had more bomb hits. I probably could have got my 50 bomb hits right there if I had hit all my bombs right. If I had hit my bombs right. And like normal, you know, I'm not going to have you guys watch the full. I will, if I'm going to be doing these replays a little bit more, like I've put out a post, I will put in a, I will start putting timestamps back into it. Especially if it's going to be like this, where I'm going to be here, and then the enemy's going to be down south, of course. Then I'm going to put a thing in there so you can just kind of fast forward to watch the combat footage. I mean, I'm not going to have you sail straight. I mean, think about how it's me sailing this ship, and I'm just like, okay, I can literally just push engine boost on and step away from the computer as my ship literally just drives straight down the map. Fortunately, though, we are lucky that we had a pretty good team of escorts, being the Tirpitz, the Sharnors, the Leon, Edinburgh, and Tirpitz. Fortunately, we had all of those guys down there defending the CV, so that is very much appreciated. I don't think I've ever seen a heavy escort around the carrier like that in a long time. Don't think I have. Especially laying a smokescreen, it looks like. So that's also very comforting. I do try to snag this Congo, though. The Congo will go down the very line. I do try to snag it, but I'm just not able to get the shell hits. Because he's literally right outside my range right now. Yeah, he's like a 900, and I'm like, okay, I can probably do this. But unfortunately, Tirpitz is going to get it. Yeah, doesn't matter. I've got bigger fish. Like, I should have had that. Should have, but there's bigger fish to fry. Now remember, the Furutake has 203s, the Mogami has 203s, which are basically very scary for me. There goes our last 50,000, and Mogami's going to be in for or Mayoku's going to be in for a nasty hit. Yeah, that was about 15,000. Do I think that the Jaarsveld, I really think it should have been like 40 to 30 bomb hits. I don't know why 50. I really don't. Now, if I had probably gotten alongside it more, I could have probably used armor piercing, but, you know, I really didn't want to go anywhere near those battleships, even a Congo. Remember, when I showed you the armor one, I only has like 16 millimeter armor on it. Even a Congo goes through that. So I was not happy and very scared. I am still very scared when I even see a battleship in this thing. And that Amagi is going to be in for a bad time. Yeah, that was like 30,000 right there. When we get our third airstrike, unfortunately, we don't get the time to use it, which really sucks. Which really does suck. Unfortunately, and I think we would even hit that bomb strike too if they hadn't killed it.
Engine boost activated.
But I'm happy with that. I do think it's a very good ship. I think it really depends on you having that new captain, though, Conrad. And unfortunately, you could have only got that from the recent patch, which was like, what was it, 2 patches ago? And then you'll have to wait for the containers to come out on coal, which is probably going to be a while. Because they just gave out the containers that give the camo for one of the campaigns. And that was about a 20k hit right there. And that's pretty much it. We're done with 264k in Jaarsveld. Almost 500 hits and about 59 bomb hits. Or about 60 bomb hits, sorry. I cannot even count. Although, surprisingly, on our hits, actually, we actually managed to get mostly penetrations. And some of our pins. I still think it should be like 30 bomb hits, but that is just me. 30 bomb hits just seems more easy to get. And I mean, with the skill going off, it's what, 3 seconds shorter? It's not a huge amount of difference. Not a huge amount.
Engine boost deactivated.
I mean, by far, you'd have great alpha strike, but you'd still have to wait like a minute and a half basically to get all of them back. And that really adds up real quickly in randoms and in operations. So there is some downside. All right, let's see what we get. I know I had a green booster on. I don't believe I had a red. No, I do have a blue booster on here. So it was about 30,000 XP. Top of the team with 1830. That's always nice. So 15,000 of it. And then that my Oko took about 14,000 on it. The Yamagi took about 28k. That Mogami took 20,000 to it. Fuso 15 or 11,500. And then after that, our bombs kind of drop off. We ended up dropping over 450 bombs and only ended up getting 58, which is a pretty bad hit ratio. I mean, I'll be honest. Gun-wise, though, I'd say about 50%. But Jaarsveld, I really still enjoy this ship. I think it's a good ship.